This is the Imperial HoloNet news. Victory Day. Following their humiliating defeat at the Battle of Ambria, the Akani government has asked for terms of unconditional surrender. Lord Vader has negotiated the Treaty of Ambria with the Akani above their homeworld, the newest addition to our ever-expanding empire. This victory has brought to our empire new major hyperspace lanes within our space, which lead to newly discovered planets. These planets are now within our reach and will bring immense economical and scientific benefit to the empire. Surveyors, explorers, and engineers are already working hard to capture these resources. Operation Thunderstrike, led by Grand Admiral Katarn, was a complete success. As with all battles, men are lost, but heroes are made. Heroes such as Admiral Jackson Brown and Captain Jordan Leonhard and their crews of the First Fleet who were lost at the Battle of Lantilles. Their direct disobedience to follow orders to retreat gave the Seventh Fleet the time it needed to catch and engage the enemy before they could escape. It is a wise commander who knows when to follow orders and when not to. They paid the ultimate price for ultimate victory, and it is something that we will never be able to repay. Admiral John Kenway and the Fifth Fleet have proven themselves to be a formidable fighting group. Through their multiple engagements, the Fifth Fleet has been able to systematically eliminate the entire Mon Calamari fleet. This has effectively eliminated them as a threat to the Empire. Admiral Kenway has been promoted to High Admiral as second in command of the Imperial Navy, and the Fifth Fleet shall take on a larger role in future operations. Admiral Philip Hall's Fourth Fleet was successful in coordinating the Imperial invasions of Orleans, J-Roll, Narazi, and Ambriel. A commendation has been added to his service record. Going forward, the Fourth Fleet will continue to oversee all planetary occupations and invasions along with blockade duties. High Admiral Kenway has recommended Captain Eric Rose of the ISD New Frontier to be promoted to Admiral of the reformed First Fleet. During the Battle of Egon, Captain Rose's ship had been severely damaged by the Mon Calamari cruiser Liberty, which opened fire with a devastating barrage of iron cannons. Under his excellent leadership, Captain Rose gave orders for emergency repairs to key subsystems during the heat of the battle. Within minutes, the New Frontier was fully operational again, and Captain Rose was able to position it to be a shield for several support ships from being easy targets from the Mon Cal gunners. As the battle raged on, the ISD New Frontier was able to remain in the engagement and led to the destruction of the Mon Calamari fleet. Under his guidance, the First Fleet will be rebuilt and serve as the Imperial Defense Fleet tasked with protecting key internal hyperlanes and high-value targets. After the promotional ceremony, Grand Admiral Katarn has addressed the Senate.
While we have struck a major victory against the Akani, we have lost a valuable opportunity. The failure of the Senate to approve a war against the Terrorist civil authority, while they were at a major disadvantage, has given our greatest enemy, the Galactic Republic, the means to conquer them while we sat idle. Under the occupation and reinforcements of the Republic, they have split the Teresians into two factions and more than doubled their territory along our northern borders. Let this be a lesson to all of you. Leave the military planning to the military. If we do not bring Imperial peace to the galaxy, then another nation will rise to take our place. The future of the Empire rests on critical decisions that cannot be made via passion, but via logic and reason. I urge you at this time to fund additional resources for the Imperial Navy so that we can expand to both protect Imperial interests as well as counter our new threat, the Galactic Republic.
After a heated debate, the Senate has approved the Galactic Force Projection Act, which will allow a 50% increase in the Navy budget for ship construction. With the GFP Act in place, our preparations can begin on rebuilding the First Fleet and bolstering of the 4th, 5th, and 7th Imperial Fleets for future engagements. Behind closed doors, there are some senators expressing unease about Grand Admiral Katarn's youthful appearance despite being 135 years of age. There are unsupported rumors that say he may be an android clone or some other unnatural creation. Imperial Research Headquarters, located in the Maw system headed by Director Maximus, have been hard at work examining the genome of the Akani population. These genomes were obtained through volunteers after the conclusion of the war and the signing of the peace accord. Director Maximus testifies before the Senate with his conclusions.
After examining the DNA sequencing, as well as mapping the genome of the Akani people, we have discovered that they were once fully human. Millennia of exposure to the unique radiation of the Akani system has transformed their genetic markers, leading to increased strength and porcelain-like skin appearance. Beyond this, however, they are genetically identical to humans. Based on these studies, I propose Project Lazarus, an initiative. Project Lazarus is an engineered evolution attempt to enhance human DNA to introduce favorable traits and eliminate undesirables. I urge the Senate to fund this research in the next major budget proposal.
Following the presentation and near-human traits of the Akani, the Senate has voted to give them full citizenship status and will consider funding the Lazarus Project with the next Imperial Ascension budget review. Citizens, your Empire needs you as we expand our ranks in our mighty military fleets. Choose to join the Empire today. Vote in the comments to become a Senator of the Empire. After 2 votes, you'll be eligible to create a command character of your choice. The Empire relies on loyal citizens to further our cause. Join the Empire today. It's your duty.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Intrepid Dawn. My name is Captain Katarn, and today we're going to play Star Wars. This is episode 18 of our playthrough, and this is the Galactic Empire. We just had a major victory in our last episode, as you can see in the cinematic, and we've gone ahead and taken care of a few things. I'm going to get started here. First of all, we chose the Ascension perk Galactic Force Projection, which I am very proud of. So now we're up to 752 naval capacity. That is a big deal. Okay, we're going to be able to hopefully position ourselves really well for the rest of the game. Also up here you can see that we have the Terrace Civil Authority, the Terrace Confederation. They've pretty much taken all of these worlds here, so they're going to probably be our next target, and I'm looking at trying to get to that by next episode. So just to go through a couple housekeeping notes, we have the 7th Fleet, and I'll put it over here so that you guys have a black background. You can pause it there. Congratulations to all the new captains. The 4th Fleet, if you're in this fleet, excellent. The 5th Fleet, which is all, which is currently full, and the 1st Fleet, which is now commanded by Admiral Eric Rose. Congratulations on your promotion, Eric. Now let's go into our leaders tab real quick just to show you a few things. Commander Sandoval has been revived via the Mount Tantus initiative. Commander Jaden Leinhardt as well. They both requested to be generals, so they're in there. I have also a new governor because Moss Gas Alpha has been removed. I will have a Moth-centric cinematic next time, so prepare for that. I know I've let you guys off for a little bit there, so that we'll have that. And I have moved around our governorship so that we have people on our newly covered world. So we'll get into that. So let's get started. If you're new to the channel, thank you. Consider subscribing. We're a sci-fi gaming channel. We'd love to have you. And if you're an existing subscriber, welcome back. I appreciate you. And don't forget to hit the bell notification. All right. So where did we put... I was told that I built a frontier station somewhere that I probably shouldn't have. And I can't see it. Okay. Oh, the Arlene system. Okay, well, you know what, we'll just let that go. I'm sure somebody will tell me in the comments where I put it. Maybe, oh, it was here. Yeah, we don't need this. Alright, that'll allow us to expand somewhere else, but the problem is that, I mean, we have a ton of influence, so okay. Got so much to do. Alright, let's get started. So we're actually into the episode at this point. We've closed borders from the Arcanian Dominion. We have a trade offer, a research agreement from the Kuats. And that's a terrible deal for us, so I'm going to decline that. They're going to give us energy, which we kind of need for monthly terraforming liquids. That's kind of a low price to pay, so I'm not going to do that either. We'll hold out for a better deal. The Chiss have entered into a non-aggression pact with the Moncals. Curious. And the Harun Cal Council wants a non-aggression pact with us. They're inferior. I'm going to decline just because it keeps my options open. I'm not really worried about them attacking us specifically. Alright, so let's take a look. So, Terrace, we were talking about it before. They have a federation status with the Zygarians as well as the Techno Union over here. And the other thing... there's 3 factions. I was wrong. I thought that was the Techno. I guess they're somewhere else. I have no idea where the Techno Union ended up. Oh, they're probably down here. I think they get like a separate one, so this is the only reason that they aren't destroyed. Most likely, yeah. Now they're on Mustafar. Alright, makes sense. So they're not a threat. The Zygarians are inferior. That would be a lot of fun, actually. Okay, so we're going to build towards this. They also have a defensive pact with the Intergalactic Banking Clan, who I don't really think can get to us, necessarily. And they're inferior anyway, so we'll come up with something. Alright, now we have a whole bunch of stuff that needs done. So let's get here and survey, do the research projects there, then here, and here, and here. I'm just trying to do these in the orders that we had battles, so that hopefully we do get some of it. That's great. And then we'll send the other scientists there. We need construction ships. We have some stuff to do. They did unfortunately get some of our resources. I want to build a frontier station again right there. Try to get this back. So we'll do that with that ship. Take this ship here and build this. Okay. Alright, and then we have those newly opened worlds. So I really hope you guys did like the cinematic this week. I'm trying to make it better. It's going to be a slow process because I'm still building the graphics that I want that are reusable, and I can build pretty much anything with the system I have now, which is kind of nice. I was also looking at doing some, Star Destroyer full-on cinematic renders and things like that, so that might be coming in the future. Alright, so we'll do these. So many there. Okay, we'll have this one do this. And that. There's just so much to grab. And I want to hit the ground running now. So that's why we're not unpaused quite yet. Take this construction ship and have him come down here and build a frontier outpost. And I'm going to try to claim all this space because it gets a lot harder to get it from other people, as we've seen. Like the wars have gone well, but that may not always be the case, especially if a lot of people end up ganging up on us at once. So we'll go ahead and do that. We have a couple science ships out there. Okay, I think we're good. Let's go ahead and start. I'm going to keep it on fast for now instead of fastest. Alright, great. So all of those are doing their thing. Got this guy up here. What should he do? Let's start reinforcing our borders. So I want to have frontier outposts there. We definitely have the influence to spare. So I'll put one here as well. Oop, and there. And that'll push back to make sure that we keep what is currently ours. We won't have to worry about that. After our ships are done with their construction orders as well, I'm going to start putting in some defensive stations. Once again, at the major points that come into our empire. Anywhere that's centrally located, like it would be here, here, and then like maybe junction and here. Just because if they get into a spot, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Like right now, there's really nothing out here that I'm concerned about losing, because all those stations can be easily rebuilt because we don't have any planets, but I pretty much want to block off anyone from coming into the core of the empire. So that's really the focus. Okay, so what do we got? We got all this crazy stuff, all kinds of people inviting us to... Man, lots and lots of defensive non-aggression packs. It's crazy. Alright, so let's take a look at our worlds as well. How are we doing? We have Mafi and Omega. Yep, we need some upgrades. Looking good. Scarif. Looks like I've put all the projects together on Scarif. We've also changed out the governor of Scarif to Michael Collins. He fit this planet best because he had engineering, physics, and society output, which is going to be incredibly helpful. So that's good. Congratulations on your promotion. Looney no longer has a governor because it doesn't need one. They are a little unhappy, but our armies will more than keep that in check for now. We'll keep an eye on that. Chalacta has a governor because it was a former capital, so I want to make sure that we, follow standard Imperial procedure and keep that up. Nagi does not have a governor at this time because I moved them off. Wasaka does not have a governor at this time because it's a small planet. Tagoria, same thing. It's in pretty good shape. Right now we're still building out our energy planet on Plutha Prime. So that is that's part of what we're doing, and then Felucia is going to be our food-producing world. So we're going to fill this whole thing up. That way, we don't have to worry about that ever again. All right, excellent. So Orlean is ready for upgrades, and we do have Moff Echo there. Moff Deborah's sister is currently at JL. Let's see, Moff Bathan Kalu is at governor. This governor's up for renaming if you guys are interested in him. He is currently at the Nazari. Okay, Lewis McGreevy leveled up and got the trait adaptable. Congratulations, that was awesome. I'm going to pause it because I am behind now. And Moff Big, Hugina Jazz is on Ambria. Ambria's actually in bad shape. So we're trying to get it back together. They had a lot of robotic population, which is pretty cool. As long as they're not sentient. Let me just make sure. No, they're fine. Sweet. Okay, so we have new research. Since we have the Betharian power plant available somewhere, it came open to us, so I'm going to grab that. That's a no-brainer. Let's also look at our research. It looks like we're at quad turbo lasers, climate restoration. Alright, very good. These are all great things, so we can prepare for the next major conflict. Let's see, up here we have synchronized defenses, fleet academy. Do I have the battleship? Yes, battleship assembly yards. We'll go ahead and do that. And also an observatory. Can't believe I didn't do that before. Actually, do they have an observatory on Scarif? No, they don't. I mean, that's huge. That's really, really big for output. In fact, we're going to do that on all the worlds, I think, that I have a good amount of science on. It just makes sense. It's such a small expenditure. Yeah, Torgoria is fine. We'll do that. Don't need it on Plutha or Felucia because they're not going to be doing it. Oh, and then we can build our new stations on the rest of these. Awesome. So we are spending some of that money to make the Empire great again. Alright. Hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm having a hell of a time. This is fun. Okay, so turbo laser damage plus 5%. Disruptor chain. How long is that going to take? 26 months. That's not so bad. Ship hull points plus 5. Or the fire spray. Well, I don't know how that's considered to be great. Whole lot of construction completing. So that sounds fantastic. Alright, so how's our science going? Pretty well, I'd say. I think we're beating the curve a little bit, which is really important. So now on Imperial Center, once we get that observatory in, should be good to go, and I can start building more ships. So we'll build a whole bunch until I can't build anymore. Imperial 2 Star Destroyers. Terra Civil Authority has shifted towards militaristic. Okay, that might make them a little bit more difficult to conquer, but we will definitely come up with something. Let's see, so who else? Overlord of the Teresian Compact. Okay, so I have to plan for them as well. But I don't think they actually have a fleet. Actually, Terrace got smacked pretty hard by the Republic, so I don't even think they have a fleet at all, to be completely honest. Terra Civil Authority. 24 fleet. Do they serious? There's another 24 fleet. Wow. And then here, the Republic is just like absolutely messing them up. Here's their fleet again. Although that's a little bit concerning because they're in a spot there that they could actually attack us. We'll have to watch that closely. Alright. Oh no, they've joined the Stellar Entente. They've joined the... Huh. Who joined what? Okay. Yeah, well, whatever. I thought they'd already been part of that. Maybe they were just loosely aligned before. I want to trade star charts. I'm going to decline because I still want to get the science points from it. Anything that we can survey now on our own. Let's see here. Okay, so we got the new quad turbo laser. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with galactic affairs. We've been so wrapped up in our own little business that I didn't want to lose anything that might be potentially important. I really want hyper shields, but I'm going to get this research first for this. Okay, we got awesome. We got some physics. Definitely need that. And we're building stations everywhere. I like it. Okay, very good. So we've taken all these worlds. Let's see, now we need to make sure that we have everything taken care of up here, so... And we'll pause it again. Holy galaxy spam, people. The Empire's closed for business. See, that's a much better deal. Before they were going to give me like 100. This will actually sustain us for a couple years until I can get all the fleets in. In fact, I want to go upgrade all the fleets, because that'll get them into port. Because that's really important. Right now we're not in ports. I don't think. There we go. That way we can lower our resource expenditure for a little bit. Awesome. Okay, that's perfect. Alright, and then we can start to really build out the fleets individually. And I can send Star Destroyers there. We'll start putting in the support groups. I'm very pleased with that. Alright. So, in the comments, give me an idea of what you think I should focus on if there's something I missed. I know that in the Lantilli system we want to name one of these the Balmora. Balmora Defense Station was a, in fact, I don't know if this works. No. Apparently I can't highlight it. I was going to do 1, 2, and 3, but I don't want to spend the time on that, so there we go. So your request has been granted. Empire leader capacity, we absolutely need that. That's expensive, though. Okay. 20 months, not so bad. Alright, very good. We got the 5th fleet in orbit. We got the 4th fleet moving to orbit. That's going to help us a lot. Look at that, we built those new stations. We're still +8 because people are happy in our factions. Let's see how our factions are doing. Yeah, we're getting a good bit of stuff now. Alright, we have Yavin out here, which may or may not play into next week's cinematic. We'll just have to see. Alright, so we're going to basically have to set up for a 2-front war here, where we have both the Terra Civil Authority as well as the Zagarian Slave Empire to worry about. The Shadow of Giants. We're getting reports after recent hardware upgrade of our lungs. I can't speak today. You can see that. I read that last episode. Okay. Okay, the 1st fleet's been fully repaired. Excellent. Let's see, we have some people that aren't doing anything, so let's get them to help because there's a billion stations to build. That's good. Okay, so build those mining stations and let's get our stuff back. And hey, do we have Voss, or do they have Voss? Oh, we have Voss. Go ahead and do that. How perfect. Now the thing about the Mon Cows is I would like to take them out, but we have that treaty, so I can't actually do anything with them until 7 years from now. The treaties last 10 years, so I couldn't go back and attack the economy again for at least that time. Alright, cool. So medium ion cannon, approved research, and then this is all the stuff we got from researching what we could. I'm gonna go with, I think, medium ion cannon. I think that's really interesting. That'll give us a different way to spec our stuff. I swear I just saw something that had a question mark next to it. Did you guys? Huh. Okay. Let's take a look at our planets again. So much to manage when we get up to this size. I'm really thinking about build some more Star Destroyers. I'm really thinking about setting up a sector. Probably do that next episode. So that'll be one of our votes. Is what suggestions, I should say. It's not really a vote. You're going to give suggestions, and if somebody else gives a suggestion that you think is good, you would say, hey, I support that or whatever. Alright, so Scarif, we're building all those new stations. People are coming in pretty nicely. How about Imperial Center? Oh, I think that we had a few new buildings in Imperial Center that I haven't got down yet. Let me see. I'm trying to see where I could put it. I mean, minerals at this point would be fine to get rid of. Yeah, the Ministry of Benevolence. I remember grabbing this, and I don't think that we ever got that. So let's go ahead and get that in there, because, like I said, minerals we can get from space. I have one more space here that we can put something before I have to remove something I really want on this planet. So we are good there. It's awesome. Okay, just keep upgrading. What do we need now? I've put in a couple more physics labs, so I'm going to put in some engineering facilities now, just to make sure that we excuse me, have a nice balanced research. It's important. Engineering facility, and then we'll make this one a biolab, and this one a physics lab. Very good. Oh, sweet. Now we can upgrade some energy, which is awesome because we need it badly. Alright, so our energy planet's working out. We'll probably need another one, so I haven't decided how we're gonna spec the bottom planet yet. These planets yet. Okay, first of all, we should be doing, I mean, we're gonna fix all this. Alright, so we got what we could do there. I'll come back to that once I can actually see what's available. It makes it a lot easier so I don't have to micromanage it as much. If I can just see it whenever it's all done and then just be like, okay, we can do this, this, and that. I'm also probably going to move those robots around. That would be good. I can get them to some of the other worlds and get some humans intermixed so that unrest goes down. Star charts. No. Decline. Alright, how are we doing on our Star Destroyers? Let's get a couple more. Now, there was a request from some of the Moffs to have sector Star Destroyer commands for the Moffs. I'm kind of hesitant to do that for a couple reasons. One, I mean, I want to make sure that all the commands are equal, and if you're in charge of a sector, that's a pretty big promotion. And two, we're going to need the fleet power, because it's going to get to the point where, you know, even having a 100k fleet towards, you know, mid to late game is not a lot. It might be a lot in the galaxy, but it's not a lot specifically. The Rhodian clans want me to promise I won't hurt them. I can't say that. So, alright, cool. So we did take that world from the Hutts. Let's look at the Hutts as well. The Hutts may actually represent a better opportunity for us in the short term. So we would be going to war with the Rhodian clans and the Council of Camino. If I were to try to take out the Hutts. Huh. Okay. Well, I mean, it's something to think about. I think Terrace is still the best bet for now because they have absolutely no resistance. We could cut through them like butter. The Zygarians would actually be the tougher of the two, and even that, not 100% sure that... Yeah, they have a 7k fleet. That wouldn't take very much. In fact, because of that, I'm going to declare them my rival. There we go. So we are rivals with them. I'll do the same with the Zygarians. I think they actually like me. No, they're inferior and hostile, so that's even better. And also, I'm going to close my borders to them. That'll be the end of that. They're stuck over there. Because I'm sure the Jedi aren't letting them over. They're going to give me minerals for this. Decline that. Absolutely not. It's 1 month worth of minerals. That's hardly a fitting tribute. Alright, so we have all our fleets in, and I'm still losing an incredible amount of energy. So that tells me that we're going to need another energy planet stat. Let's see. And this is a good candidate. So we'll go ahead and make this our energy planet. Let me get that upgraded first, because then I'll be able to build the bigger buildings. And start speccing the population in the right place for energy duty. Take him off of that. And yes. Yeah, we can get a ton of energy real fast with these guys. I like this. Okay, so Governor Moff Deborah's sister has leveled up and gained the trait Resilient. Congratulations. You're gonna live longer. Except you're not. You'll live longer in retirement. Alright. Actually, some of my people were getting up there in age, too. Guys, we have a lot of science positions right now, so I know that it's one per character, and it has to be, because otherwise people would submit that we'd have a whole row of like one person, and I don't want that. So just keep in mind, though, that a lot of these scientists, you know, 1, 2, that we have 2 scientist spots currently up for grabs. So if you're a new person and you're watching the video and you're like, hey, I want to be involved, go ahead. Unlike some other YouTubers, I don't charge people to be in my playthroughs. So take advantage of that while it lasts. Not that I have any plans to change that, but you can never say never to anything. Okay, so we can't get to that world. Unfortunate. New research. Looks like we just got the turbo light lasers. That's great. A disruptor. Wonder if this would help with like endgame crisis. I don't know. Space torpedoes. Yes, I've been looking for that for a while because then we can properly have a role for the Victory 1 Star Destroyer. So I've gone ahead and got that. We got the medium ion cannons. That's awesome. So energy credits, which is definitely something we need. Colony build speed. Given the other choices, I'm gonna go with the 24 months. I'm gonna go with the energy credits. 5% of this number is a huge number, so that'll help a lot. Alright, so we got them all in place. Let me pause this. Now we're going to start building our power plants. Actually, yeah, we need... No, don't put it there. You know, you get those bonuses, but I don't think the energy grid gets that bonus. It's just the power plants that do. So you want to try to maximize your space, obviously. This is awesome because, like, the other world I'm trying to build, not only do I have to build the infrastructure, I also have to wait for the people. Whereas here, we already have the people, so it'll be a lot easier just to build out the infrastructure. Also, just for myself, since I use it so much, I wish the power plant was, like, on the top, so you don't always have to scroll down. It's the little things, you know? Okay, we won't put anything where the robot is. We're actually gonna probably move him. So that's good for now. Let's take a look at Joel. Okay. I think that this world is gonna have to become a power world as well. We just have so many ships, and we're gonna have so many more. With 700 naval capacity, we probably need 3 or 4 worlds that are nothing but power. So let's work on that. Let's move everybody to an appropriate spot. Okay, that looks good. And like I said, these 2 guys are gonna go. So let me build these power plants first, and then we'll start from there. You can skip ahead, obviously, if this is annoying. I apologize that we have to do a lot of infrastructure work today. I'll let it go while I do this. Hot clans are integrating the hegemony of Void Station. Well, there it is. Okay, we have research. We completed the Empire Leader capacity, which is good, and we also completed the space torpedoes. Everybody needs space torpedoes. Pause that. So much going on. It's so fast. I'm actually going to put it back down to normal while I do this. Let's see, habitability plus 5%. Yeah, there are some planets that we're on right now that have really poor habitability, so I'm going to focus on that. I don't really care about the Titan, and I know that that's going to bother some people. And just don't find them useful. And unfortunately, I haven't seen one. Maybe you can point me to one. There aren't any Imperial mods for that, so it doesn't fit into our fleet. Plus, I think that our Star Destroyers are way better, so... Armored torpedoes. Awesome. Go ahead and do that. Unpause that, back at normal. Go back up here. Okay, so we got those. I also want one right here. Perfect. And we'll put him there, I guess, so that he's doing something. Alright. Very good. How about Narazi? Upgrade that. Yeah, same thing. I mean, there's not a ton of science here or anything, so we'll make this a energy planet too, and that'll pretty much solve our needs, I bet. So let me get everybody in the right place in order to do this. Just kind of moving them around, making sure that I have all the +2 energies covered. Okay, sweet. So that's perfect. Once that's done, we'll start building those power plants. I like it. Hey, the Teresian Confederation just insulted us. That's perfect. There you go. For all you senators that vote with your hearts and not your minds, now you have a perfect reason to go to war. I'm just teasing you about that. Alright, we'll make this an energy station as well. I kind of like having all these energy stations, so let's put these people here. These are humans. Thyresians, which are interesting. Alright, so we'll end up with the power plants there. We'll move these robots off. Okay, so now that we're doing that, let's start looking at places that actually need people to be freed up. So what I'm looking for is any world that has people working. There we go. The Ministry of Benevolence. Awesome, that's up. That's people working on mining stations. Essentially, I want that person because they're more useful somewhere else and I can put a droid on that. So I don't usually build them. If they weren't here before, here we go. I can do this. So let's resettle. Let's go down to Ambria 3. I'll give you this guy for that guy. Awesome. What do we got? We got another one here. Alright. Anything else I can replace? Yeah. Also these communications arrays. Probably do that everywhere, just to make sure that we get the populations off. Good. Good. Alright. So we'll resettle those 6 pops. Oh, that is kind of steep, but we have a lot of it, so we should be good. Where it's really going to help me is Felucia Prime. So if I can get some more people... Actually, we're doing okay there. It's Plutho that I was really concerned about. Yeah, we can do a lot more here than we currently have, so let's see. Then I could take one of these guys over here.
Construction complete.
Okay, there we go. So I can do that real quick. That helps. Now I've taken them over because I have to make two moves because essentially to get those workers I have to get the stuff that they were on taken off. Okay, and then like here, got another droid we can switch out. I don't want to go below like 600 in case we have an issue. So it's really good. Really good. We have one more. Let's switch to here. Switch these guys out. Awesome. Alright, I think we're good. Pleased with that. Incoming transmission. Star charts for minerals. Never. Alright, we'll go back up to fast. Excellent. I'm pretty pleased. I think we're making some good progress. How are we doing on our Star Destroyers that are being built? They still look good. We have 15k. Let's build some more. So we have to rebuild the first fleet and supplement our other fleets. I think that's good. We're good on Star Destroyers now. I just built a ton of them for right now. That should be fine.
System survey complete.
Felucia needs more stations now. Let's see, we'll put this up here. Build that. Upgrade that. Good. Plutha needs more power plants. We got new people here.
Construction complete.
Iron Fist. Awesome. So that governor is up for grabs if anybody wants him. That should be a really cool character. He's already, you know, pre-set up for Iron Fist, which we like. Alright, we'll do that as well. And we have a new tradition, so let's see, we're gonna do... to boldly go. I mean, I guess none of these really are gonna help all that much. I should have got Harmony. Next time we'll just go down the Harmony tree. My bad. Harmony would really help the Empire. That was a rookie mistake. I would go back and fix it, but I don't want to do that much video editing today. I'm trying to get a lot of stuff done. Alright, so let's see. I'm just kind of checking out over here. We have the armored torpedoes come in, and then there's not a lot going on right now. It's kind of good. It's nice after having, you know, some really. Oh, here we go. We have the Chroma system as well. I think that, yeah, here he is. There's a guy over here. First of all, get that. Build that research station, and then come on over here and get this energy, which we desperately need. Very good. Oh, these construction ships are all idle, and we don't have these minerals yet. The thing is that even though we have a ton of stuff, we have to keep building, because you remember we were up to like almost 700 a turn, and we're down to 651 because I keep building ships, so that means that we keep having additional things that have to be done, or additional resources needed to just support the fleet. So now I can go through and upgrade all of these. We have our new people as well, so let's get them set up. Welcome to the planet. Alright, build the power plant. Power plant. Good. Okay, so the 4th fleet was actually, I think, the one that was taking all those Star Destroyers, because I had them set up, so I'm going to start transferring them around. Essentially, I'd like to have each of the 7th fleet and the 5th fleet, I want them to have 30k power. I want the 1st fleet essentially to have 15k power, and the 4th fleet about 10k, because it doesn't need much more than that. But we will certainly, you know, keep building if we're able to. All right, so the HUD plans have stopped guaranteeing the independence of the Akani command, which makes sense. Oh, here's this guy down here not doing anything. Let's build one more station right here. We'll get all the stuff we can get, and that'll make me happy because it'll keep this hyperlane open. And then there's just a big void here in the galaxy where there is nothing, so we don't have to worry about that. I am pleased with that. Okay. And then we have some of these other construction ships that can come down here and finish what they're supposed to do. Alright, just 1 second, almost done with that. And we're done with that. Very cool. Alright, plus, is there any more territory I want to steal? Because if I put like another frontier station right here, this will push back the other people, but there's nothing I can really gain from that. Maybe one right here, and I'd get this world, but is that really important? I don't think so. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for now. It's pretty good. The Hutt clans are guaranteeing the independence of the Moncals. Well, see, no, that's interesting, because I think that they probably want to have them, they want to take over them and dominate them, because I've left the Moncals pretty much vulnerable to anyone that's aggressive. So, be good to go. In fact, by the end of this episode, we may even be to the point that we could declare war on the Moncals again, but then we'd get the Hutts involved now, so I don't know if I want to do that quite yet. I think we definitely need to take Terrace while it's vulnerable. So far we've done pretty well. Let me go ahead on here to the 4th fleet and start reallocating our resources to the 1st fleet. So we're going to transfer ships. Come down here and just start taking these. There we go. Alright, that's perfect, because that gives the 4th fleet about 16k, which is still more than it needs, but it definitely makes it easier to... let me pause this too, because I got to take off their rally point. Okay, so I want the new rally point to be the 5th fleet. But I want these guys to go into the 1st fleet. Alright, so they're all going to the 1st fleet under Admiral Eric Rose, which is perfect. Go ahead and do that. Let that continue. Alright, now we're starting to build we're starting to build an Imperial Navy. I'm pretty excited about that. We still have all of our armies on the planet, right? Yes, we left all of our ARC troopers in place, which is really good. And they're helping keep down the unrest as well as our governors. So congratulations everybody, great job on the pacification of the Akani species. Oh, and that was one other thing I forgot to do. We have to set their rights. They are going to become full citizenship, which will make them happier. We are also going to make we're going to give them social welfare, which will actually hurt us in resources, but helps us in everything else. No, yeah, social welfare, okay. And we're also going to give them full military service. Here we go. Sweet. So we've given them full citizenship. Thyresians we're just going to give residence for now because they're like a sub-species of the Akani, so they're not as near human as I would like. So we'll do that. Actually, we should put them on the cold planets and just watch them leave the Empire on their own. I think we can do that. Alright, so Admiral Kenway, hi Admiral Kenway. We'll be getting you additional ships here shortly, sir. Build up the 5th Fleet. Awesome. Looks like we're at about 40 minutes in the episode. I know it's been a little bit of a... I wouldn't say it's boring, because this is the stuff that we're doing now is the stuff that ensures that we win later. You know, if you just kind of rush into it, unfortunately, it doesn't work as well in these type of games. And I know that you guys know that. Okay, so there's nothing left to observe now. I don't really care. It just means another empire is not going to shoot up next to me in my space that I have to deal with. So that's fine. It's from Days of Thunder. What is it? You want to turn yourselves into a greasy spot on a country road? You just go right ahead. Right? Alright, research complete. Habitability, sweet. So now we can do leader enhancement, selected lineage. Huh. Yeah, that's not really that important. Let's go ahead and get this because that only takes a month and that'll give us another shot to get maybe a better technology. Jedi Council's offering us star charts, we're going to decline that. Oh, here we go. So these guys are ready to begin their service as well. We'll get to that in a second. Tau blockers, okay. Border range. Disruptor research chain. I swear we already had the disruptor. We'll do the tau blockers, 4 months. Okay, so I'm going to go back down into normal because we're going to do some more energy. See, we're up to 39 now, but when I take this fleet out of space dock, it's not going to be the case anymore. So let's go ahead and put these people to work so they can't be unhappy about their lives. They're not slaves anymore. Look, Mom, I did it. We're free. Sorry, that was Annie from episode 1. Alright. I kind of wish that there was a way that I could just like click the squares and say I want this and then build that and put it all there. Something to think about, you know, just me complaining, but using the mouse wheel that much is kind of a pain. Alright, wow, we got a lot of people down here. I'm leaving some spots open because I still want to have like the military intelligence headquarters, but I do want to fill in as much as I can. So like here, for example, this isn't on a tile that's protected in any way, so I'll put the military intelligence headquarters. I really could use some more communications arrays so I can see more of my enemies. We'll put that there, and I also need a monument here. So we'll do that, and then everybody else gets energy. And we'll just focus on that. It's probably not the most efficient way to do this, since a lot of these won't be in for a while, but that's what I decided to go with. Let's see. Applied superconductivity, awesome. Okay, we got 2 researches. Let's go ahead and pause that for a second. What else did we get? Energy credits 5% and tile blockers. Sweet. Okay, so now we have, once again, they're still giving us habitability. I don't really want the Xenomorph army. It's not nearly as good as the ARC troopers. and that would take 15 months. So let's just let's go with this edict cost. Synthetic. Okay, that's not bad. Let's see up here. Hyper shields. I really want hyper shields. Yeah, I'm gonna prioritize hyper shields. Anything that gets our Star Destroyers up to full power is definitely worth it. So now at this point, we're just waiting for you know, the octuple turbo lasers, or at least quad turbo lasers. I don't know what the next step up is for us. So we will definitely keep our eye on that. Looks like we're doing a good job of capturing all of our resources. We just got that new station, which is perfect. So where is he? This guy, we'll have him do these, because he's there. And this one. Sweet. Okay. So that's all it's all filling in nicely. Alright, and then we have this construction ship up here which needs to start doing some stuff. Let's go in here, and we have all of the resources for it. I'm not worried about it. We're going to build a military station, and we're going to do the Enforcer class. Put it right here. Followed by a military station, and we'll put another Enforcer class right here. Followed by another Enforcer station. The Alaskan Kingdom has just killed potentially a Leviathan. Interesting. Alright, and we're going to build a military station, another Enforcer class right there. So we'll have our Death Triangle. And that's going to be... Hold on, I better not screw that up. Damn it, it did. Okay, so apparently you got to be really careful where you click, otherwise it's a problem. Okay, so we'll go there, and then build another military station here. And then we'll right click that. Okay, we're good to go. So he's doing that. And that that's great. What was that? Budding Dreams? Is that the name of the station? What was that? Oh. This is Tropical World, that's the name of it? That's hilarious. Okay. Alright, so we got that. Now we'll do these 3 worlds. That'll pretty much cut them off to us. Wendigo already has one. We'll put 3 here. So let's see who's available. Come on over, we'll do Stenos. Awesome. So build military station 1 here. Build military station 1 here. And build military station 1 here. Another death triangle. Yay. Okay. So he'll do that, and then when he's done with that, whoever's done first will do the rest of them. Okay, so that'll be the play. Do those. I'm not worried about terrorists, so we don't need to have defensive stations on their border at this time, just because they only have 1 fleet that I'm going to crush very quickly. If they even have a fleet, I don't even know where their fleet is. Maybe it's off doing other things, but I really don't think it's here. So Strike Force Garada needs orders, so why don't you go ahead and get up to the 5th fleet. Merge. There we go. Sweet, and then we'll also have home ports for each of the fleets. So wherever you want to be, I think maybe the 1st fleet should always be an Imperial Center, just because it's the Galactic Peacekeeping fleet for the Empire, just keeping open hyperlanes and stuff like that. I don't know, but maybe that's not right. Maybe the 7th fleet should be an Imperial Center, because they're the symbol of the power and the might of the Empire, and then have like maybe the you know, the 1st fleet out here on the borders ready to defend, maybe at Kashyyyk or something. Yeah, I think that's probably cool. So Admiral Kenway, Admiral Hall in the comments if you want to let me, in Admiral Rose, if you want to let me know which of our planets you'd like your fleet to be based out of. We can do something like that, and then I can even put in like a barracks there to further help us in the station. I think that's probably a pretty good idea. Let's take a look here. Okay, we're ready to upgrade this again. See, we got up to the positive in energy, which is great. Like I said, that's only for now. Once we once we do that, it's gonna be all downhill again. Scarif, just go back through the planets and upgrade everything that we need to. This has been an upgrade montage. But I do hope that you guys like the new direction of the channel with the cinematics. I'm going to be working on a video for Star Trek New Horizons. The development team has asked me to make them a cinematic preview for their new update, so I'm going to do that. It's not, unfortunately, going to be a new series for us this time. I just don't have... When I play Stellaris, I want Stellaris to have that cinematic feel because it really lends itself very well to that. So we're going to start a new series this week, and it's just going to be Let's Plays. It's not going to have the cinematic intro, but it's going to be me playing, and I hope that's something that you guys like to watch. So we'll see, and your feedback on that is appreciated as always. Go ahead and get these leveled up. Alright, and then this world needs its orders. And you might be like, you're going overkill on the energy. Trust me, you can never, ever have enough energy. I always seem to be negative energy just because of how resource intensive everything is. So the other thing that we need to do is probably start looking for a... The other thing we need to do is probably start looking for another dedicated science planet. So I'll start scanning our systems for that, and we'll look to colonize that for next episode as we do our war as well. I think we can handle 2 at once. Alright, now we need to make sure that we're also giving things the Empire needs. There we go. So we got those.
Construction complete.
I'm pleased. That one's going to be perfect. All right. Felucia Prime has completed their upgrades. Let's get some more. Look at that, because even though we're growing crazy, that was at like 50, and even with all of these hydroponic stations and whatnot, we're still negative, or we're still losing food as more populations grow in. So I mean, just to show you how, you know, logistically impossible something like this would be, or just very, very amazing. I mean, it's one of the things I don't think that the Empire gets credit for that. Just not only did they keep people from fighting, but the sheer amount of bureaucracy and logistics and planning and everything that would have to go into, you know, something like that is just amazing to me. So... Okay, so they're all doing that. Where's our construction ship? It's here, so we've completed these stations. Excellent, and they all overlap, so we have our death wedge. I like that. Let's see, is there anything else over here that we need to worry about? I'll tell you what, I will take that guy. No. That guy, since he has experience building that, and we're going to bring him over here and build 3 more. So, build military station. Build military station here. And 1 more. Alright. Good. Alright, so we have the turbo laser weapon damage +5, and you can see that instantly gives our fleets a little boost. Let's see, what else do we want? They keep giving us this disruptor. But this is the quad turbo laser research chain. I kind of want that. That's only 12 months. Alright, so we'll see where that leaves us. We're at 53 minutes. Okay. Alright, I'm pretty pleased with that. And we've almost once again filled in all of our space. We're still getting some of these minor details taken care of, but otherwise, Galactic Empire is large. And it's about to get even bigger. So, I'm excited about this. Tell you what, and we're making good influence. I mean, that's one of the things that this mod really helps out, because influence is something I always struggle with, and you know, vanilla-based parts of the game. Let's see how we're doing in the Maw. I hope you guys like this. I just think that this is fantastic. That there's, you know, so many black holes here next to each other. I mean, it doesn't make any sense, but yet sometimes the best things don't. So that's where our Imperial Research Laboratory was relocated, because that is almost impossible for the rebels to attack. You know, only the Imperial Star Destroyers have the coordinates to get through there. and the capabilities. So let's see. Okay, so just looking at this, I guess we're gonna go with Disruptor Research Chain. There's nothing else on here that really calls to me. And like I said, I don't really care to build the Titan. Maybe I need to build the Titan, at least the research, to unlock something the next level. So I guess I'll start doing that. But it just, like I said, it doesn't work for this mod. There's no Imperial ship that replaces the Titan, I don't believe. Alright, Felucia Prime, how you doing? Good. Alright, so they're almost grown in. That's good. Close borders from the Akani Command. Okay, so we're at the point... Alright. We're at the point now where we can declare war on the Akani again if we wanted to. I don't think it's necessary at this point, but it's an option. Alright guys, so I am going to take a look at Imperial Center. How are we doing? Let's just make sure we're still building these Star Destroyers. Excellent. Oh, we're on normal speed, no wonder. Go a little faster. And the Mon Cal have closed their borders to us as well. Bothan hierarchy. So I'm going to do the same. I'm going to close my borders to them. And to them, just so that they can't get over to their other. Alright, perfect. That was funny, Bothans. Good try. Full marks for effort. Alright guys, so I'm going to stop it here. So the vote for the week is going to be, does the Senate give their approval to declare war on Terrace? Vote in the comments. I appreciate you guys watching. So for myself, Ross, Baggins, everyone that contributes to this, one of the voices this week was presented by... Crap, I don't want to say your name incorrectly. Was presented by Admiral Brown, former Admiral Brown. Yeah, so I really appreciate it. So guys, if you liked the video, don't forget to thumbs up and share this with your friends, and we'll catch you next time. See you in the verse. Thanks.